Hey everybody, Robert with Bug and Me TV. I just wanted to make a quick video for the RV Newbie series. We're going to be out there again this weekend and taking care of some business with pet proofing. But I wanted to talk a little bit about the more important parts of the RV, like our tanks. We picked this thing up on Black Friday and got it back to the storage area. We've been out there a couple of times playing around, recording some videos and using the water tank. They actually gave us a full tank of fresh water. And after doing a little homework, I noticed that, yeah, you should probably flush that out. Minimum, if you're having it in storage and you're not using it on a regular basis, you need to flush that out every 2 weeks to make sure that water stays fresh, because it does build bacteria and algae and things like that. And it wouldn't be safe to drink. You really shouldn't be using it. You don't want that stuff in your lines. So the wife and I got on Amazon, and I'll put the links in the description of the video here, and hopefully this will help you guys out. So there's a couple of different things you want to take care of. First is your black tank treatment. And we went with a Camco TST Ultra Concentrated Orange Scent RV Toilet Treatment. And all you really have to do on this is just dump this into your toilet. Maybe put a 5-gallon or 10 gallons of water down in along with it. Probably 5. You don't really need that much. Your black tanks aren't typically that large, but you want to make sure of a couple things. One, if you've got it in storage and you're going to be out there and you're going to be using the facilities in the RV, you want to make sure you keep some water and some treatment in the tank, because you do not want it to dry out, especially if you've got solid waste down in there. It will be a concrete ball at the bottom. It'll mess up your sensors. It's almost impossible to get it cleaned out. So you want to make sure you use something like that. Again, this is a concentrated orange scent. It does have enzymes in it to break down solid waste, but there's other products you can add to this if you want to, make sure that you're liquefying the waste. The second thing is your gray water tank treatment, and we went with the Camco TST lemon scent on that. And all you have to do is dump this down inside your sink drains, and you can add some water to that as well so that it keeps it fluid. It'll last a little bit longer in the gray tanks. It keeps your sinks and the gases and everything from smelling and stinking up the place. You don't want to be walking around in your RV going, "What's that smell?" And that's going to be pretty common if you don't use products like this to take care of things. The last one is the fresh water, and I saved that for last for a reason, because there's actually 3 different products that you want to use on a pretty regular basis for your fresh water so that you don't get sick, you don't have strange odors, strange tastes, things like that. The first one is the BRITE Aqua Water Tank System Flush. And what you do with that, in our case, since the water's been sitting in there a while, we're going to flush out the tank. We're going to pour this Aqua water tank system into the tank, and then fill the tank back up with water, drive it around a little bit to swash the water around, make sure that all sides of the tank have been hit really well, run the water pump to run some of that through the lines as well to get anything that's in the lines cleaned out, and then drain everything out. Make sure you use your bypasses to make sure all the water that's in the lines themselves flush out of the RV as well. Then go ahead and fill and drain the fresh water tank and run the water through it, probably 2 times just to get it all cleaned out. On the third time, when you fill the tank back up, you're going to want to put in a product called BRITE Aqua Water Shock. And what that does, it's similar to the products that the normal city sanitation systems use. It's got safe products in it that actually keep that pH balance, keep the bacteria and things like that down so that you can safely drink the water. Now, you put that in there, and then in about a week, you start using the last product on a more regular basis, which is the BRITE Aqua Water Treatment Freshener. And that you just add in, it's 1 ounce per 20 gallons. So we have a 100-gallon tank, so we'd have to put 5 ounces in it. We do that maybe once a week, and that'll actually keep that water fresh. But again, if you're storing it or you're winterizing it, you want to have those tanks empty anyway. You don't want to have fresh water sitting in your tank. In the wintertime, if you're in a cold area, it's going to break your tank, it's going to break your lines, so you would want to winterize it. In our case, we live in Florida, so that's not an issue for us, but you really don't want to have a full tank of fresh water just sitting there doing nothing. So you want to make sure you're protecting it, putting that stuff in there, or flushing it out on a regular basis to keep it fresh so you don't ruin your tank and your lines. So we're going to go ahead. We've ordered this already, and it'll be here on December 28th, and then I'll do a video showing how we're going to flush these tanks out and all the little bits and parts for that. So stay tuned for that video. My last thing I want to say is I really want to talk to the viewers out there and let you guys know that we really appreciate the viewers that have been watching, especially the subscribers and the likers. Please keep smashing that like and subscribe button. Make sure you're hitting that notification button so you know when we're on posting new content. We're going to start doing some live video shorts as well, so make sure you are on that system so you get the notifications when it happens. But I really want to thank you. The comments that have been coming in have been very positive, and that makes us feel good. It lets us know that what we're doing is helping people out there that are in a similar situation as us, who are looking to buy an RV or already bought one and they really have never done it before and they don't know what to do. So we're trying to show you the good, bad, and indifferent. So if some parts of the video seem boring, or you know, you want some different content, please make sure you comment and let us know. We're trying to show you everything unedited, good, bad, or indifferent, and that's why it may seem a little boring at times, because sometimes it is boring. You know, you're in there working on it. It is a job. You're in there working on it, and I want you guys to see what it really takes, as opposed to editing it out and showing you only the super juicy parts, because I don't want to paint a rosy picture, because it's not always going to be rosy. There's going to be things that you're going to have to do. There's going to be things you're going to have to maintain. There's going to be things you're going to have to buy in order to be fully prepared to run this RV and use this RV. And we haven't even driven it except driving it back from Tampa. So at this point, this is just with it parked and things that we're seeing that we need to take care of before we trust it enough to take it out to Disney next year to the campground. So again, thank you again for watching. Stay in touch with us. Let us know what you guys want to see, or if you have questions. But as always, keep living life, and we'll see you on the next video.